Where you was at? Alright, when you did get a chance to come off the porch, was there anybody, you looked up to that that was already out there?
Man, there was quite a few guys that was out there when I was sitting on the steps. They wasn't still on the ranch per se, but their name was still ringing bells in the underworld.
Right. Did you ever get a chance to, work with any of them
Uh, Not really, but I would say I pursued it, but it didn't turn out in my favor. But one of those situations, man, that you take a shot. Yeah, I took a shot. It didn't drop, but it continued. But it was a lesson. It definitely was a lesson.
You got a story about this guy you talking about? Did you name this guy?
I can give you the story. Let me give you the story. If that's cool, I'll give you the story.
Yeah, give me the story.
All right, I don't know if you remember when that it used to be a Wendy's up there on Wabash,
Right.
and this particular day, I never forget. It was like I'm gonna say either the beginning or the end of the summer of '93, but it was definitely in '93, and I was in a good space, a good position at the time. So I walks in the Wendy's, and I see this individual sitting in the back with a couple other guys, and I'm saying to myself, "Damn, that's slim. I wonder should I try to push up on him, or would that seem like I'm out of pocket?" And they'd be like, "Man, shorty, you know what I'm saying? I don't know you like that. Be coming at me like that."
Right.
So it's kind of my mind like spinning. I'm trying to make a decision. Should I say something to him, or should I just say, "Man, forget it," because he don't really know me. I know him from being on the steps, but he don't really know me. So me, being the individual I am, I just say, "Man, look, I'm gonna take a shot. If all goes well, it ain't gonna really affect my situation for the worse. So I ain't really got nothing to lose."
Right.
So I walks up to him and I say, "Excuse me." Tell him my name. My name LJB on the ranch. And I remember you from when I was a kid, sitting on the steps. And I'm in a position right now, and I got like 20,000. I ain't really asking for no fronts. I ain't really asking for no handouts. I'm just asking if you can assist me or point me in the right direction to get in a better position. You know what I'm saying? Because there's money I'm trying to invest. So he said, "All right, shorty, take my name, take my number down." You know what I'm saying? Got like the best response that I can get from the situation I got. So now I'm kind of like pumped up.
Chances the Salon, official sponsors.
You know what I'm saying? I'm like, man, I've been looking up for this dude since I was on the steps.
Right.
Now I'm out here, got a few dollars, man. I know he can take me to the next level because he done went to the next level. So you got a tendency to think you want to deal with people that that went from one level to the next.
Right.
So he calls me, and when he called me, he said, "Look, I did my homework on you, and they tell me you're pretty strong on the ranch." And I said, "Okay." He said, "I just got one bit of advice for you, though." I'm like, "What's up?" He like, "Keep the violence down because violence and money don't mix. So definitely make sure you keep the violence at a minimum around there." So I'm like, "All right, cool, man. That's what's up. Appreciate the bit of advice." So he said on Tuesday, I never forget, it was on a Saturday. He said Tuesday at 2 o'clock, bring the bread you say you got and meet me on Town in Cold Spring, 2 o'clock sharp. I'm like, "All right, man, I'll be there." So the whole weekend, man, I'm pumped. I already know it. You know what I'm saying? I'm like, "Yo, that's it. I'm going to skyrocket, right? I'm going to get with yo. He gonna teach me what to do, or put me in a good position to win. And it's gonna be my summer. That's all that's on my mind. It's my summer. So Tuesday come, I gets around there, 1:45. I'm sharp. You know what I'm saying? I'm waiting. So I gets around there, 1:45. I'm standing. Keep in mind, I got a bag on my back with 20K in it. You know what I'm saying? Just standing on Righteous Town in Cold Spring, looking crazy, waiting for a Slim like to pull up any minute. So I'm standing. After about an hour, I'm saying to myself, yo ain't gonna come. You know what I'm saying? But my hope won't let me leave. My hope, man, when you're a kid, man, and you got hope, you can hold on to that hope to the last breath. So like 7 o'clock come, I've been in there 5 hours. I'm saying to myself, man, fuck it, he ain't coming. You know what I'm saying? I feel crazy now. You know what I'm saying? I think, man, I stood in my head all this time with this bread on me for nothing. The whole time, yo never even was planning on coming. So I started walking back around the way, toward the ranch and shit. But it was that moment, man, that I realized I needed that. Because that's the moment that I put in my mind, like, you can respect the dudes that came before you, but you don't have to try to ride their coattail to the next level.
Right.
You don't have to try to ride their legacy. You know what I'm saying? You got a few dollars, you are who you are, you're your own individual. Man, build your own legacy, man, and live with that. And that's what that lesson, man, put in my mind, man. I don't need none of them niggas, man.
Right.
I'm going to build my own legacy. You know what I'm saying? And that, if it wasn't for that incident, that mentality would have never came to me like that.
Right.
I've been trying to find somebody who did it from up the way already and ride their legacy in the wave, but you can't do that. You got to build your own. Because if you ride their legacy, that means you got to take whatever comes along with them. Whatever hit they take, you got to take that hit. You know what I'm saying? So I'm like, man, that was it. That was something that I really needed. Even though I was crushed at the time, I was disappointed at the time. Because when you look up to somebody and they let you down, it's more of a disappointment than anything. You know what I'm saying? It ain't really an anger thing, it's a disappointment thing. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, man, that's the moment that I decided, man, that if I'm gonna be in this shit, man, I'm gonna be in these streets, man, I'm gonna build my own legacy, man. And that's what it's gonna be.
Yeah, that's the best way to go sometimes, man. Sometimes it be cool when you get that cosign though.
Right.
Like give you a big boost to the next level.
But when you can't, like you say, it's like the real world, man. You gotta build your own credit. There ain't nothing like having your own credit. Ain't nothing like having your own, man. And that's just the mentality, man, that I had at the time. I was young, but my mentality was, man, build your legacy. Not glorifying the streets or nothing like that. But if that's the route you gonna take, man, you gotta build your legacy.